Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Dragons Beyond the Scoreboard. So Coach Stoner here, Coach Myers, we're going to be here to take you through as much about PCH athletics as possible. We know you guys see all the scores on a daily basis. You see the news, you see Jim Matson, you see everybody out there. But we're going to try to give you a different look at PCH athletics from both of our points of view.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of perspectives when it comes to sports, student athletes, coaches, fans, fire pit, and we want to bring that perspective directly to you.
Not to mention the director of maintenance and what it goes in to get all those fields ready for all the sports that we have here.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Coal Miners Park, Memorial Stadium, Hawkins Gym, Custer's Out. I mean, our facilities are unbelievable, and there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, not to mention baseball and softball fields, the tennis complex, swimming pool. We have a lot of great amenities here, and our goal here is to get as much information out as possible. So we're going to bring you coaches' views, bring in coaches, student athletes, see what they have to say, what goes into those preparations for some of our amazing student athletes that we have here at PCHS, but more than just what's happening. So that's kind of our goal. Our goal is to bring you this on a weekly basis, and roll through us. This is episode 1 right here. We're living loose, we're living free, we're living good.
Absolutely.
So we're going to try to get as much information as possible because we know sometimes it is hard to get that information, especially if you're not looking for it. So we're going to try to get this out to you on a weekly basis, probably like Thursdays, end of the week, wrap up sports scores that happened the week before, tell you what's coming up for the next week. So speaking, what's happened so far in Dragon Athletics, Coach?
So far, we've just had a couple weeks of our practices, tryouts, all the things to get everything rolling. But we did have girls golf. Our Lady Dragons kicked off the Dragon Athletic year with a victory against Illini Bluffs and Moline. Leah Brown was the medalist in that meet, state qualifier from last year. So it was good to get the Dragons in the win column to start the year.
Yeah, good things coming for Lady Dragons golf. So keep that going. So speaking of Lady Dragons golf, tomorrow they're heading somewhere, right?
They're heading to Rock Island Alleman for the Blast Off Golf Tournament. They were the champions last year, so they're going back to defend.
Which is pretty awesome. And our football team is going to play week 0, so the new red-white scrimmage. If you remember last year, it was here at home. Now we're going to head to Richwoods, our common partner for the 2 years, and we'll go from there. But kind of a practice game.
Absolutely. It's a great opportunity for our freshman, sophomore, and varsity athletes to get, dust the cobwebs off, shake out the nerves, and get a little scrimmage in.
Line up somebody other than your friends, right, across the line right there. So that'll be awesome. And then where are our tennis girls going?
Tennis girls on Saturday heading to the Quad Cities against Rock Island. We got 35 girls for Coach Murray and the Lady Dragons, and we're going to see what they can do against the Rocks.
Yeah, so good luck, ladies, on that one. And let's shift gears to Monday. We had a weird couple of weeks here where the weather's been really hot, and we've had to do with the wet globe thermometer thing, which 99.9% of you have never had to deal with in your life. But it is a rule, and it is a rule out there that we follow. As coaches, we take seriously. The athletes, student health, all of that is a big, big deal. But it looks like the weather cools down, and we're going to have a lot of great events next week, right?
Yeah, you got to love fall sports. We got soccer heading to Bloomington. They had their red-white scrimmage last night, so we're going to kick off the opening non-conference season with Bloomington on Monday.
Yeah, and then Tuesday, senior night for their boys varsity golf team at Lick Creek, which will be pretty awesome. So celebrating senior night really early in the season.
Yeah, we get to celebrate the seniors all year long and appreciate their dedication throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then girls golf is heading to Metamora Fields. There was a pro tournament over there this summer. Tony Roma was there. He wasn't throwing passes, but he might have been hitting fairways. But we've got the girls golf against Metamora and Dunlap at Metamora Fields Golf Course on Tuesday.
Do you think Leah Brown could beat Tony Roma head-to-head?
I think Leah Brown could beat him.
Woo. Tony Romo, if you're watching this, it's a challenge.
Lick Creek is ready.
Oh, Lick Creek. We're even hosting a home, even better. Great golf course right there. So tennis girls are going to take on Dunlap at the John Marsh tennis courts over here on Tuesday as well.
And then volleyball, Coach Thompson's going for her 400th win as a coach. We're also celebrating our seniors that evening, kicking off in Hawkins Gym.
So that's Tuesday, right? Big night right there, 6 p.m. girls volleyball. Could be a great one. For that, could be more numbers on the gym, right?
Absolutely. Let's pack Hawkins.
Obviously. And then let's head to Thursday. Wednesday's kind of an off day, which is kind of nice. Maybe a couple of underclass games. Thursday, tennis girls.
Tennis girls are kicking off their conference schedule against Washington at Washington, in the 5 Points facilities, and then we've got our volleyball girls heading to Richwoods.
Yeah, another Richwoods twice in a week, so that'd be a good one for us. Right across the river, back in our day. I don't know, was Richwoods still in the conference when we were in high school?
Mid-State 6.
Yeah, that's who we played on a weekly basis, so that was an awesome, good to see those rivalries continuously right there. And the next Friday, we're going back, Friday Night Lights, right?
Friday Night Lights, we've got our boys are heading to Plainfield South. I know, Coach, you played there last year with baseball.
Yeah, we got to see their football field, which was pretty awesome. Turf, really nice, great facility out there. So best of luck to our Dragons. They open up the season up there up north. Nice 2.5-hour bus ride. But then the boys, soccer boys?
Soccer boys, we're hosting our invitational on Friday and Saturday. Home invitational at Coal Miners Park should be great. We've got 4 teams coming in, and I know our Dragons are looking for that win with Coach Korma.
Great. And then we have another team opening their season next week, right?
We've got Coach Crouch and the Dragon golfers, boys golf team, heading to Edwardsville. Very, very talented field in Edwardsville for a 2-day tournament. See if our returning all-conference athlete, Colin Kemp, can lead the Dragons.
Yeah, big opportunity right there to kick off that first tournament for the boys golf team. So that's kind of where we're at. The one thing that we noticed, though, Coach, is cross country. Where are these runners at?
Cross country, we're getting our miles in these first couple weeks. We kick off at Normal West on August 30th, but we're getting some speed in, getting some distance in, and as we always say, we're just going to keep on going.
Yeah, keep on trucking right there. So that's our goal, is every week to kind of bring you some rundown, bring you maybe a special guest or two, come through, talk about what is Pekin Athletics a little bit more, and it's called Beyond the Scoreboard. So obviously, like, share, subscribe, do what you have to do to get this information in you. And for Coach Stoner, Coach Myers, see you next week.